bit as we're getting started on this call, but my name is Aaron Popke. I'm Director of Public Affairs for the Green Bay Packers and also a proud member of the Green Bay Packers Incorporated Hall of Fame Board of Directors. But we are hosting this call on behalf of the Hall of Fame to talk about today's exciting announcement of the induction of Earl Dotson, upcoming induction of Earl Dotson and Tramon Williams to the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame. You've all seen the press release, hence you're joining us today. What we're going to do here is have some words from the president of the Packers Hall of Fame Incorporated, Dr. Don Sipes, and then we will hear from each of the individuals who have been selected for induction, and then we'll open it up for questions. This is being recorded, just to let everyone know. And to get things started, I'll welcome Dr. Don Sipes for a few words. Don, take it over.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, I can fill in.
Don was maybe having some trouble connecting. So Sam Cluck, the executive director of the Hall of Fame, is with us today. Sam, why don't you go ahead and say a few words on behalf of the Hall?
I'll be happy to. First of all, I just want to say thanks to Earl and Tramon for all the memories you guys gave us playing football out there on Lambeau Field, and we're really excited to have you guys join the hallowed hall of the Green Bay Packers. You'll be inductees number 172 and 173, I believe. There's been thousands of players who've played for Green Bay over the years, but you're part of a small elite group of players that stood out for your play and your character. And we couldn't be happier to have you two guys join the hallowed hall of the Green Bay Packers. So welcome. We look forward to the next few months getting ready for your big day, but July 30th, 2026, it'll be a party in Lambeau Field again. Thanks to you two guys. So welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Aaron, I'm here now. I was on mute. It's done.
Sorry, Don. Go ahead. Add a few words. Dr. Don Sipes, president of the Hall of Fame.
I'll have less than Sam did, but congratulations, Earl and Tramon. I'm really excited for you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, Don.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys being inducted into the Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame. It's going to be a special night for you, your families, and for all of us for sure. And just to enjoy the time. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Definitely.
All right, Don, thank you. Sorry about the mute there for you.
No worries.
All right. And as we said, we're going to hear from each. And Earl, we'll go to you first. Let us know what it was like to get that call from the Hall of Fame and learn that you were going to be inducted.
It was amazing. It was amazing to get the phone call. You know, it was a little surprising. I didn't know they did it this soon in advance. So, you know, when I first got the phone call, I was kind of thrown off a little bit. But to hear the numbers that we just talked about, number what, 171, 172, what, Green Bay is 100 and what, 60 years old, something like that. That's amazing. Like, you know, that's amazing. And I feel honored to, you know, to be honest with you, I'm kind of a loss for words right now after hearing all that. So, but I'm so glad and I'm so happy. And, you know, my teammates played a big deal, you know, the people in my corner that always say, just hold steady. One day it might happen. And, you know, hey, the day came. The day came.
Very nice, Earl. Tramon, from you, your thoughts on learning you were to be inducted.
Again, man, just like Earl, man. I mean, truthfully, I was in awe when I first heard about it. I wasn't expecting the call by far, you know, but the call came. I thought Sam might was playing on the phone. I had to look him up a little bit. I said, "Come on now, Sam, don't be playing with me like that now." But man, again, the numbers that Earl just talked about, numbers 172, 173. The Packers is a historical organization, to say the least, and to be considered by you guys to be put into the Hall of Fame is mind-boggling and to me. I think a lot of you guys know my story. I've been looked over quite a bit, but I remain strong in my faith. That's always been the key to everything for me, my faith. So, I just take one day at a time, one step at a time, and I know, God gonna take me the rest of the way. So that's always been, what I've been rooted in. That's what my family has rooted me in. I've been surrounded by some pretty good people over my years that kept me humble, and man, I'm here right now because of that. So, I'm appreciative and grateful.
Well said, man. Well said.
Thank you, Tramon and Earl. And members of the media, we'll open it up to questions now. Go ahead and raise your hand via the platform, and I will call on you and unmute you to ask that question. And we will go to Wes Hodkowitz first from Packers.com. Wes.
Hey guys, congratulations to you both. Tramon, I don't know if you got make sure I'm going through okay here, but just wanted to ask you, now you've had a few years kind of past the career now, if you've had a chance to kind of reflect on and let this all sink in, what that run was like for you. I mean, as a guy that was a former walk-on, undrafted free agent, goes on and plays in 200 NFL games, wins a Super Bowl. Just what was that journey like for you?
I mean, it's funny you say, yeah, I kind of have sat back and reflected on it, man. And when I look back at it, man, it's almost like I couldn't write the story better myself, man. So it had to be somebody in my corner who was favoring me, man, who was favoring me. Again, as you said, undrafted, walked on into college, the unknown to now being put into the Packer Hall of Fame, man, it's amazing. It's amazing to say the least.
All right. Thanks for that, Tramon. We'll go to Mike Spofford of Packers.com next. Go ahead, Mike.
Thanks, Aaron. Hey, congrats to both of you guys. Great to hear from you. A question for Earl. You came from a small school. You played through, some injuries, battled through a lot of stuff. You played in a couple Super Bowls. What are you most proud of in your career in terms of what you accomplished?
The number one thing is I was able to play my whole career with one team, Green Bay. Not a lot of players could say that nowadays, and, it's the loyalty factor of it, like I said, small school, Beaumont, Texas, Westbrook, Texas A&I, Kingsville, before that junior college, Tyler Junior College, and going to Green Bay felt like home, another small town. And I think that's why I felt so comfortable there. And I was grateful. I was grateful that Green Bay wanted me enough to keep me there for my whole career. So yeah, I think, like Tramon said, it was God's plan, the route he took me, and hey, it paid off. It paid off. Met some great people along the way. My teammates, we are still like family, and that's what I love about Green Bay. I like the way that they intertwine the older generation with the newer generation. And I think that's a big part of what makes Green Bay, And when people ask me, and I'm going to just throw this out here, Green Bay is America's team. Let's just go with that. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Let's go with that. Come on now.
Thanks, Earl. Wes, we'll go back to you for a question.
Yeah, and Earl, if I can just follow up on that too, it's been now a little over 20 years since you played. Obviously this wait to get into the Packers Hall of Fame. Can you just bring me through what that moment was like for you? Kind of touched on it a little bit, but when you do find out that, after everything you did here in those 10 years, that you're now going to be immortalized in that way.
What took him so long? Nah, I'm just joking on that one. Nah, it's just like I said, the thing is, it's about legacy. I have worked my butt off to get to where I was, ended up in Green Bay. like I said, I played through injuries, 2 back surgeries in 8 months, came back, everything I've been through. And the thing is, my son just had his first son. Being put in something like this, my son can always take my grandson and say, hey, your grandfather was part of this history of the Green Bay Packers. And I think that what means the more to me than anything else right there. The fact that, me and Travon will always be part of the success of the Green Bay Packers going forward.
Thanks, Earl. Mike Spofford, we'll go back to you.
Yeah, thanks. I got a follow-up for Tramon. Tramon, I mean, I remember when you were signed to the practice squad late in the 2006 season. You broke into the NFL as an undrafted guy with Houston. You got released from there, and there was a little bit of a gap or a delay there, I think, before Green Bay came calling. So I guess I'm wondering what was your mindset? What were you thinking about your career prospects when things didn't work out at first in Houston? You were kind of in limbo there.
Man, it's funny, man, because I kind of tell this story all the time. And one of the things that I tell to people was that throughout that period of time between me being released from Houston and me getting signed to the Packers, I never really got frustrated with the process. I never really got frustrated with the process. I went on 9 different workouts in between that time. So I was still constantly moving, Every Sunday I would get a call. I would fly in on Monday, work out on Tuesday and fly back out on Tuesday, hoping that I get signed, and you find yourself watching that team who you worked out for that week and hoping that you're going to get signed at some point. And it doesn't happen. But at the same time, I was still hopeful and I was still grateful because I was still talking to some of my friends who I was with in Houston, and just right away, guys are not getting calls at all, so I was grateful to still be getting calls and teams bringing me in to work out. So I was always hopeful and I was always kind of grateful for where I was, and I never really put my head down. I just kept going to work every day. And eventually, that breakthrough came. It was actually Thanksgiving Day. I was at my mom's house. And, I wasn't expecting a call or anything. I was just there, to celebrate Thanksgiving with my parents. And nonetheless, I got that call. Elliot Wolf and Lonzo Highsmith, gave me that call. And, they told me that they wanted to sign me to the practice squad. And, I was ready. I was ready to go. I was in Louisiana. Like Earl talked about, we're from small towns. So, man, the fact that we was placed in Green Bay, man, that was all God, bro. Because I ain't want to go to no big cities and play. I'll be honest with you. I ain't want to do it. So, I mean, I'm grateful for it.
All right. Thank you, Tramon. We're going to go to Rich Ryman next. Rich, go ahead and, oh, there we go. I unmute you. Go ahead and jump in, Rich.
Well, Tramon, you kind of were touching on what my question was going to be. You left Green Bay and then came back again for 2 more years. What was it about the organization and the town that said that going around a second time would be good?
Man, I don't know. It's another case of if you go about your business the right way, you'll be a professional the whole 9. Because if you go back and you look back at most guys, once you leave an organization, most guys don't get a chance to come back. So the fact that the Packers wanted me back, I think it says that I made a impression on the organization, that I did things the way it was supposed to be done. And that's the place that I wanted to be. Obviously, I didn't want to leave in the first place. So, but things happen, right? Things happen we always want to stay comfortable. Obviously, it became a place of home. But at the same time, in our different journeys, God places us in different places to continue to grow. And I had to move around. It was in God's plan that I move around to a different team, couple different teams, so that I can continue to grow. and truthfully, I'm grateful for that. Those places that I've been, that Cleveland journey, that Arizona journey, truthfully, I grew more spiritually than I, probably would have if I would have stayed there. So I'm grateful for the whole journey in general.
Thanks, Tramon. Wes, we'll go to you for your question.
Hey, Tramon, just as far as, recently now in the post-football life, what's that sort of been like for you? And then, just from your kids' standpoint too, how's that been sort of sharing with them kind of what you were able to accomplish and, everything you did throughout your time in Green Bay?
Oh man, that's the fun part now. I got a chance to play a long time in the NFL, and a lot of guys ask me, do I miss it? And I tell them, just like Earl said, man, I miss the relationships. I miss being in the locker room. I miss those things. But as far as the game, man, I don't miss getting beat up every day. I don't miss getting beat up every day. But now, I'm coaching. I get a chance to coach my son. I get a chance to coach my daughter on the track. Whether it's football, basketball, or track, I get a chance to coach them. Right now, I'm coaching high school right now. My son's team, he's a freshman. And my son, he's about 6'2.5", 6'3", 195 pounds right now. He's a freshman. And, he's doing well. He's playing varsity ball. He's doing well. My daughter, she loves track. She's obviously has been very successful on the track. As she's went to the Adidas national meet last year, and she broke the Adidas national record in the 400 for a 13-year-old girl. She ran a 55-1.
Oh wow!
So she loves track, man. She plays basketball, she plays volleyball, she does it all. My kids love sports, and I've had the opportunity to do all of that. And for me and my wife, we get a chance to guide them down this path. My wife obviously played professional basketball overseas, so the kids got the genetics, so we just got to guide them now. The kids got the genetics. We just got to guide them, man. It's been fun, but it's also purposeful, right? My son, he went through a major injury last year. He had 2 avulsion hip fractures because he was growing so fast. And, we thought it was like a hip point or something like that. And he thought he was going to be back after a couple of weeks, but it ended up putting him down for 8 months, right? So it ended up putting him down for 8 months. So now you get a chance to see a 14-year-old fight through adversity, truthfully. Fight through adversity, because he's been doing something, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's track, he's usually moving, he's usually doing something. Now the fact that all of this was taken from him, he thought it was going to be something that he was going to be out a couple of weeks, and it put him out for 8 weeks. I got a chance to see my son toughen something out. Like, he really was in a place to where he had to figure it out. And it was nothing that I can do for him. It was nothing that his mom can do for him. It was something that he had to mentally go to a place and fight. And me and my wife was here for him. But it was something to see a 14-year-old kid fight through adversity, the mental challenges of, what goes on in the game. I tell him now, I said, man, the fact that you did this early, I said, man, all you're going to do is continue to grow. I said, you're going to continue to just get better and better and better. You're going to be able to help other people when they get to that point. So he understands that right now. And as I said, again, it's just good to be able to guide them down that path.
Thanks, Tramon. Mike Spofford, we'll go to you for a question.
Yeah, Earl, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned your teammates a couple of times, and when you think about that offensive line group you guys had for those Super Bowls, Frank Winters, Aaron Taylor, Adam Timmerman, other guys in that bunch. From your perspective, what made you guys such a good group collectively? Like why do you think that your group worked so well?
Like you said, it we family. You left out a couple of names, so I'm gonna go back. You
Sure.
got to remember we brought in Bruce Wilkinson. He was retired from what was it, the Raiders. He came in and played left tackle for us when we went to Super Bowl. So we had guys to come in and out, but we all was just, that team, those teams we had in the '90s. To this day, we are still close. And it just, to me, every team have talent. Every locker room have talent. Is what you do with that talent. And the fact, if you could come together as a family, which we did, and you play for the guy outside of you, you want to win games, and we won games, and we had fun doing it. That's the main thing about it. When AT came in, loved him from the first day I met him. Frankie, come on, everybody loves Frankie, so that's a whole. You don't even have to talk about him. You know what? Everybody in our locker room was an amazing person in their own way, and to be honest with you, I think our offensive line was a little. The word I'm looking for, overlooked a lot of times. We had a really good offensive line. We blocked for 2,000-yard rushes through the years. Like, we had some talent. We had some talent at the line. And I was just glad to be part of it.
Thanks, Earl. Rich Ryman, we'll go to you for a question.
Yeah, just quickly, if you guys don't mind, where are you guys living now?
Earl, let's go with you. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas, South Texas.
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you, Rich. Let's see. I see no more hands raised. Members of the media, any other questions you want to ask?
Hey, Aaron, this is Sam. I got a question for him.
Oh, all right, Sam, go ahead.
So where are those Super Bowl rings right now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, mine's my backpack right here. I'm on the road right now. Hey, trust me. Hey, those rings get you out of a lot of trouble. I can tell you that.
I thought you'd show us a little bling here on the call.
Mine in my room.
Earl.
I got it. There you go. You got it.
Oh, there you go. Perfect, right?
The pitch came through. Yeah.
Congratulations. What a great honor for you guys, but also Super Bowl champions. That's quite special. How was that year for you? How was that feeling when you won the Super Bowl? And Earl, you had a chance to play in one the year after that. Didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, but how hard is it to get to a Super Bowl, and then what's it like after winning?
Earl, go ahead.
The first one, it took a while to really set in, because I was 3 years into the league and we made the Super Bowl. But the second one, I think, losing that game, we should have won that game, and that really hurt. That really did hurt. So I don't know. Sometimes you just wish you could run it back. It's certain things that I know as a team we could have stuck with or did a little better to come out. And then we go back the third year, not go back, but we go to the NFC Championship game against San Fran. And we get a couple of bad calls that keep us from going back a third time. I really felt that team left a couple Super Bowls on the table. If call would have went this way, that way, or we would have took care of business when we got there. For the longest, we had to get over that hump of trying to get past Dallas when they had, that team they had. And when we finally got there, like I said, I felt we could have brought a couple more home. I really do.
Thanks, Earl. And Tramon, your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Mine is kind of similar to Earl's also. That first one is like you said, it's kind of hard to sink in, and you think about it from our perspective. After we won the Super Bowl, we went into the lockout, so we didn't really get a chance to just really, celebrate it. Have an off season together as team. We didn't really get a chance, so that kind of was robbed from us a little bit. So I've always wanted to get back to that second one and get that second one, just because of that. And as you guys know, we had opportunities, but man, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard to get back. We made it to quite a few NFC championship games and fell short. But the one that, 2014, the one that we lost to Seattle was the one that really, really hurt. Right, because we were right there. We dominated that game for basically 3.5 quarters, just to give it up at the end. That's a tough pill to swallow, but it goes back to the NFL, man. It's never over till it's over. You got to play all 4 quarters, and we didn't do that, and we came up short, but. Just the opportunity to win a Super Bowl in general, man. Just to say that you've done that alone is something that not a lot of people can do. Especially on the highest level. So the fact that we got a chance to do that with the team that we did, a bunch of injuries that year. We had maybe 16 to 18 guys on IR. We was bringing in guys off the street. Eric Walden, Howard Green, I can just, remember the names off the top of my head. Guys came in and played great ball for us, just right off the street. And we just gelled together as a team. As you guys know, when I got in 2006, we had Charles Woodson, Al Harris, Nick Collins. All of those guys were here in the secondary. And I gravitated to those guys. And one of the things that you guys do know, you tend to become like the people who you hang around. And that was the guys who I hung around, and they showed me the ropes, and, I knew the standard. So, I just continued to raise my game, and, I was able to play my best football the year that we won, the championship. So, I'm grateful for my teammates. I'm grateful for all of those guys for even just pushing me to know that I had even more greatness in me. I'm grateful for them.
Thank you,
for sharing
Tramon.
that, guys. Yeah.
All right, good question, Sam. Oh, Earl, go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to tell him. Me and Al went to school together, man.
Yeah, I saw that A&M. I saw,
Yeah,
what I said.
yeah.
I saw that, man.
Al a good guy, huh?
Him and Al went to school together.
Yeah, good guy.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell him that.
Well, no worries. I know it's always fun seeing you, whether you guys played on the same team or different teams. It's always great to have you guys come back throughout the season or off season, but it'll be extra special this summer when you come in for the induction banquet. Yeah, with that, no other questions for the media, and we'll wrap things up. So Earl, Tramon, again, congratulations, and thanks for taking the time today to join us. And we will see you, if not this season, certainly this summer. Take care, gentlemen.
Definitely appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Hey.
All right, now, Earl.
See you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.